Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 7 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to scroll down to grade 7 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter consumer math. The lessons we're going to cover today are compound interest, find the percent tax discount and more. Sale prices, find the original price. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Okay, so here I'm on grade 7 math. The chapter we are on right now is consumer math. Let's just start with the lesson. We're going to start with the lesson that is compound interest. So here it is. Let's just start with the lesson. Okay, let's just start with the first example. Reggie has $60 as in a saving account that earns 5% interest compounded annually. To the nearest cent, how much will he have in 1 year? So that here you are given compounded annually, right? That means that is the compound interest, right? And so the basic, like the principal amount is the amount that's the basic amount, right? The basic saving amount is $60. That is the principal amount, right? Then I is the interest rate, that is 5%, right? And then T is the time period, that is 1 year, right? You have to use the formula that is B equals P1 plus R exponent T, right? P is the $60. You need to substitute the values in the formula that is P equals B is the final amount, right? After 1 year. P is the principal amount, that is the starting amount that is $60, right? R is the interest rate and T is the time. So interest rate is 5%. 5 divided by 100 is 0.05, right? And time is 1 year because that's compounded annually. Annually means after 1 year. So just put up the values. P is $60. Here you have 1. R is 0.05. The exponent is 1. Just solve 1.05 exponent 1 is 1.05 and 1.05 times $60 is $63. That means after 1 year, he has $63 in his bank account. Got it? He started with $60 and after 1 year, the interest rate is 5%. He have $63 in his account. $3 is the interest after 1 year. Got it? Let's just start with the test questions. Okay, Shad deposited $80 in a saving account earning 5% interest and compounded annually. To the nearest cent, how much will he have in 2 years, right? So you are given the principal amount is $80. That is P equals $80, right? And the interest rate is 10%, 5% interest rate and 5% or 0.05%, right? And the interest rate is, and the time period is 2 years, I think. Yes, 2 years. You can use the formula that is B equals P 1 plus R exponent T. Just put up the values in the formula and calculate the value. So P is $80, 1 plus 0.05 and exponent 2, right? 81.05 exponent 2. So let's just calculate the value, right? 1.05 x square is 1.1025 and multiply by $80. So that is $88.2. The correct option is 88.2, or you can round it off to 88. So that means after 1 year he have $88.20. Option number 2 is the correct option. Got it? So the correct option is $88.20. Amit deposited $50 in a saving account, earning 5% interest compounded annually. To the nearest cent, how much will he have in 2 years? So you are given the principal amount, that is $50, the interest rate, that is 5%, and you have to calculate the interest after 2 years, right? So let's just calculate the values. Principal amount is $50. Interest rate is 5%, that is 0.05, and the time period is 2 years. So B equals 1 plus, sorry, that is B equals P1 plus R T. P is 50, 1 plus 0.05 square. So just calculate 50 times 1.05, 1.05 square. So let's just do the calculations. The correct option is 55.125. That is 55.125. So the correct option is $55.12. That is option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? Oh, $55.13 it is. You have to round off. Toby has $80 in the saving account that earns 10% interest compounded annually. To the nearest cent, how much interest will he earn in 2 years? So which is the correct option? You can do the question in your notebook and write down the answer in the chat. Yes, that is 16.85 is the correct option. Oh, 80 it is. Okay. The next one is Reggie has $60 in a saving account that earns 5% interest compounded annually. To the nearest cent, how much will he earn in 1 year? So, which is the correct option? That's the one we just did on the tutorial, right? So, the correct option is $63. Option number two is the correct option. Got it? Vivian deposited $90 in a saving account, earning 10% interest compounded annually. To the nearest cent, how much interest will she earn in 1 year? So you have the principal amount $90, interest 10%, and time period is 1 year, right? You have to calculate the compounded interest. That would be P equals P times 1 plus R T, right? So that is 10 over 100 is 0 point. 0.1 it is. So P is $90, 1 plus 0.1 and 1, right? So you have to do 90 times 1.1. Sorry, 90 times 1.1. That is $99. That means after 1 year, he have $99 in his bank account. The correct option is $99. Got it? So the interest is $9. Anita deposited $40 in a saving account, earning 5% interest compounded annually. To the nearest son, how much will she have in 1 year? So, which is the correct option? Let's just do the calculations. The correct option is $42, right? Because after the 1 year, you have 5% interest. It doesn't the same $40, right? So that would be the correct option is $42. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is find the percent tax discount and more. Let's just start with the lesson. Let's start with the first example. A store purchased balance beams of $75 and sold them for $117. What percentage is the markup? Okay, so the original price is $75, right? And they sold them is 117. You have to calculate what percentage is the markup, right? So percentage of change is amount of change divided by the original amount. And how do we calculate the amount of change? We can calculate the amount of change by subtracting the selling price minus the purchase price. The selling price is 117. So the selling price is 117 and the original cost is 75. So that would be 117 minus 75 divided by 75, right? So 42 divided by 75 is 0.56. You have to write down the answer in percentage form. So multiply it by the 100, that would be 56%. That is percent of markup is 56%. Got it? Let's just start with the test questions. A store owner bought sleeping bag for $60 and sold them for $93. What is the markup percentage? So the original price is 60 and selling price is $93. You have to calculate the rate of change, right? You can calculate the rate of change by the selling price minus original price and divided by the original price, right? So selling price is 93 minus 60 divided by 60. That is 33 divided by 60. Multiply by 100, that is 55%. So that means the markup is 55%. The correct option is 55%. The correct option is 55%. Got it? Option number one is the correct option. That means the markup is 55%. A store purchased balance beams for $75 and sold them for $117. What percentage is markup? You can calculate the percentage markup by subtracting the selling price minus the purchase price divided by the purchase price, right? That's the one we just did on the tutorial. So I forgot the answer actually. 117 minus 75 is 42. 42 divided by 75 is 0.56. So the correct option is 56%. That means the price is marked up by 56%. Option number one is the correct option. The correct option is 56%. A store manager instructs some new trainees that a tent priced at $79 winds up costing a customer $81.37 once the sales tax is included. What is the sales tax percentage? So that would be, you need to calculate the rate of change, right? You have to do 81.37 minus 79 divided by 79, right? That is 2.37 divided by 79, that equals 3%. So that means the sales tax is 3%. The correct option is 3%. Option number one is the correct option. Destiny using a calculator to figure out the total cost of 351 chandlers, including sales tax. The total is 371. What is sales tax percentage? You have to calculate the sales tax percentage, right? The the price including the sales tax is 371, right? And the original cost is 350. So that is the price including the tax. That is the price without tax divided by 350. So let's just see which is the correct option. That is 21 divided by 350. That equals 6%. So the correct option is the correct option is 6%. Option number one is the correct option. Option number one is the correct option. Matt, an accountant, observes that his company purchased backpacks at a cost of $14 and is currently selling them at $21. What is the markup as percentage? So you have to calculate the markup, right? So that would be 21 minus 14 divided by 14. That is 50%. The price is marked up by 50%. So the correct option is 50%. Option number one is the correct option. 'Televisions originally priced at $400 and now is selling for $308. What is discount as a percentage? You have to calculate the discount at a as a percentage. Original price is 400, right? So that would be 308 minus 400 divided by the 400. 308 minus 400 92 divided by 400, that is 23%. The correct option is 23%. Option number 1 is the correct option. A retailer sells robots for $94 that were acquired at a cost of $40. What is the markup percentage? So, which is the correct option? That is, you have to calculate the markup percentage, right? The original cost is $40, and now that is for the 94. So 94 minus 40 divided by 40. So the correct option is 54 divided by 46. No, 40, sorry. 54 divided by 40. That is 135%. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 135%. Option number 1 is the correct option. A store owner discounted some picnic tables from $50 to $33. What is the discount as a percentage? You have to calculate the discount percentage, right? So that is discounted to 33 from 50. So that means the original price is 50. So 33 minus 50 divided by 50 is 17 divided by 50 is, that is 34%. So the correct option is option number 2. That is 34%. You can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is sale price, find the original price. Wants to buy an iron bench. The sale price is $48. What was the original price? So that is 50%. That was on the 50% off, right? You have to calculate the original price, right? So how do we calculate? You have to calculate the, that means the, he paid 50%, right? That means that was on 50% off. So let's just calculate 100 minus 50 equals 50%, right? That means 50% is the amount he paid. So 50% times P equals 48, right? You have to calculate the value of P. That is 96. The correct option is 96. Okay, let's just start with the test question, right? Let's just start with the test questions. Agar wants to buy a picnic table. The sale price is $13. What was the original price, right? So that means that was on 75% off. So that means he paid 25%, right? 100 minus 75 is 25%. That means that is the amount he paid. So that means 25% times P equals 13, right? He paid 25% of the original price. So that means P equals 25 time percent is 13 divided by 0.25. That means that the original price is $52. 13 divided by 0.25. That means that is $52. The original price is $52, right? Okay, let's just move on to next question. If a chest of drawer has a sale price of $4, what was the original price, right? That's it. That was on the sale and for $4. You have to calculate the original price. So that means he paid only 10%, right? So just calculate the 10%. That is the amount he paid. 10% he paid. So that means that would be 10% of the original price is equal to 4. You have to calculate the original price. So that is P equals 4 divided by 0.1. That is $40. That means the original price of the chest of drawer is $40. The correct option is $40. Kira wants to buy an oil painting. The sale price is $171. What was the original price? You have to calculate the original price. That is only 10% off, right? That means he paid the rest of the 90%. The amount paid is 100 minus 10 is 90%, right? So that means the 10% of the, sorry, 90% of the original price is 171. So that means P equals 171 divided by 0.9. 171 divided by 0.9. That is $190. That means originally that was $190. Option number 2 is the correct option. Got it? The correct option is $190. If a table has a sale price of $126, what was the original price? So, which is the correct option? That was on 40% off. So, what was the original price? The correct option is $210. Option number two is the correct option. Even buys a stuffed animal during the sale. If even pays $6, what was the original price? That was on the 70% off. So, which is the correct option? Is $20. The sale price of a robot is $72. What was the original price? Which is the correct option? That is $90. Option number one is the correct option. Noel buys a bookcase during the sale. If Noel pays $56, what was the original price? Which is the correct option? The correct option is $80. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 7 math. The chapter we were working on is consumer math. The lessons we have covered today are compound interest, find the percent tax discount and more, sales prices, find the original price. Please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday 5 to 9. Or either you can join me in the interactive session that would be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10. So that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.